Okay, so the latest artist that I feel like I've grown to love is Mariba. I think that's the way you pronounce it. Her most popular song, I think, is Rider. I wanna be your rider. You know,
Yes, yeah. Hey friends, it's your girl Emily Curl back in my virtual studio, and today we're joined by singer, songwriter, reggae superstar. We have Koffee here with us. Koffee, so nice to see you.
Nice to see you too. Thanks for having me. Bless.
Now you're calling in, you just said, from New York City. Have you been to the city before?
Yeah, it is a fun city. It's good to be back here, especially because of the reason why I'm here promoting my first album. We've been down for a bit, just like at home and not really being able to do much. So it's pretty exciting to be here.
Well, we're going to talk all about your new music, but before we even do that, take me back to the beginning. When did you first discover, maybe as a kid, your love for music?
I think I was 14 years old. I was in the 9th grade when I just realized that I had this love for music and I wanted to play the guitar. I wanted to listen to all of my favorite artists, reggae songs and stuff like that. So.
And you grew up in a town right outside of Kingston, Jamaica. How did the city influence your artistry and the kind of music that you wanted to create?
I think very directly, because most of my early writings are like about my direct environment, things I was experiencing, things I was going through. My relationship with my mom, stuff I learned from church. So yeah.
I mean, and you've talked about before, you have such a close relationship with your mom. Tell me a little bit about that relationship, especially when it comes to your music.
So she's my main inspiration, I would say. She taught me everything I know, like since I was a tender age. She was a single mom, so it was just myself and her, and she kind of did it all for me. And I feel like she's equipped me well, like to tackle the music industry and the world on a whole, and to be able to stay positive through it.
And you've had so much success. In 2020, you won Best Reggae Album at the Grammys, becoming the first woman and youngest ever artist to do so. Take me back to that moment, because that's huge. What was that like for you?
That was a cool experience for me. At the time, I don't even think I had the capacity to process it because it came so soon. But I know my entire family, my whole country was proud, and so it was a huge moment and just a great experience overall.
What did your mom say? I can imagine being along with the ride for you. She was probably so excited.
No, she just screamed. If you even ask her now, she'll probably just start screaming again.
And now talking about music, your debut album, Gifted, releasing soon. What themes are you exploring in this album?
So some themes like love, definitely that's I wouldn't say a new theme, but kind of introduced it with songs like Lockdown and stuff. So I think I tapped into that a little bit more. Definitely themes like positivity, which are kind of part of my brand. Like as I hold that as a part of my brand, and yeah, fun for sure.
Going back to the positivity, is that something that you've carried with you as a child, or is that something you developed, later in life with your music?
I think I learned it as a child. So actually, nowadays, when we say words like positivity, we don't necessarily we associate it with more spiritualism than necessarily being a Christian. But actually, growing up in the church, I think taught me a lot of positive traits, and just reading the Bible and stuff like that, I feel like really helped to build my character, and parts of that came from just my upbringing.
And does your spirituality, does that affect you still day to day, and especially when it comes to creating music?
Yeah, for sure. What I lean on for strength is just God, and I love creation and I love nature and stuff like that, and I think I tap into the ability of nature to rejuvenate and stuff. So, I try to make those things a part of my daily life.
When you think about the place that you feel most at peace and you close your eyes and you go back to that place, where are you imagining?
At the beach, most probably in Negril, Jamaica. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you're on the beach. Who are you with? Are you with your mom? Are you by yourself?
Oh, yeah,
Are you in the water? What happens at the beach?
So my mom is there. My brother has to be there for sure. If all three of my brothers can be there, then they will all be there. But most of the one that lives in Jamaica with me, my friends, yeah.
The whole party. I know a lot of people are celebrating you, which is so exciting. I mean, for you, releasing a debut album, it's almost like an artist's introduction to the world and to their fans. In what ways do you feel like this is showing the world who you are?
In almost a literal way, because I really try to create the project in a way that would express different sides of me, show different sides of me. So I think once you listen to it, it kind of tells a story, and you will be able to explore Koffee a little bit.
You have a couple other projects that you also are working on, right?
Well, I have a tour coming up. So I started touring on April 11, but this is actually the Gifted tour. So for my upcoming album. So yeah, this is a North American tour, and I hit at least 26 venues. So yeah, that's pretty exciting.
What city are you most excited to hit on the tour?
I think pretty much just all of them. I'm looking forward to it in general. Most of the cities I've been to at some point or the other. I just look forward to it because it's my first effort like this, like so extensive, and also as a headliner. So it will be a new experience for me.
What kind of prep goes in for you to prepare to get on stage and do a tour like this?
Well, definitely rehearsals, definitely keeping fit, like working out, a lot of planning, like in different ways that I wouldn't say I didn't expect, but definitely that have become more obvious to me in the process. So yeah.
What's been the most unexpected thing that you had to prepare for that you weren't ready for?
I would say the thing is unexpected, but what goes into it, like if we want to plan an after party or want to plan a meet and greet after a show, the things that we have to check on to make sure that, even just planning the show, making sure the venue is right, it can fit how many people, what are the facilities available that we can use, stuff like that. So
tell me a little bit, what other artists are you listening to right now? Who else is inspiring you?
Okay, so then the latest artist that I feel like I've really kind of grown to love is Mariba. I think that's the way you pronounce it. Her most popular song, I think, is Rider. I wanna be your rider.
Yeah.
I wanna be your rider. Yeah. That
Yes,
tune.
I love that.
I'm really loving Black Sheriff. Yeah, I like Darku. I think she's like British Nigerian. Rema is really good. He's really cool. Ruger, likewise. Ira Star. I love Buju. I love Oxlade. I love One Day Call. My favorite song right now is Come My Way by One Day Call.
Oh, I love that. All these shout outs. Now, okay, so if you could collab with any artist right now, who would it be?
Actually, I never said him in this list, but I actually really want to collab with Young Thug.
Oh,
yeah.
Have you been a fan for a while? Tell me a little bit.
Yeah. Since day one.
Oh, we love that. Well, Koffee, congratulations. So nice chatting with you and meeting you. Before we let you go, if you could send one message to your fans, maybe in regards to this album, what would you want to say to them?
I would say, I hope while listening to this album, it can uplift you a little bit, because I know in like some tough times and, everybody kind of feel a little weird, even though we don't always admit it. Sometimes you notice it even in your workspace, in your family. We're all feeling it, and we know that within ourselves, there's a little vibe. So I hope you can feel uplifted, and I hope it doesn't, do less than that. So yeah, blessings.
That's beautiful. Koffee, thank you so much. So great meeting you, and thank you again for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks so much for checking out our interview with Koffee. Her new debut album, Gifted, is out soon, so make sure you listen on iHeartRadio, and we'll see you next time. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching. Did you like that video? You can check out more over here. And don't forget to subscribe to iHeart right here. And if you're already a longtime fan, make sure you ring the bell down below so you don't miss a single video. Bye guys.